succubi and pegasi, hot dogs and old style. Welcome to the Chicago Table.
His Majesty was in command, with silver eyes, the scarlet eagle showered silver on
The adventuring party known as the Howling Dark found themselves delving ever deeper into the Durgar city of Gracklestone, through the Darrow slums of Ladagar's Furrow and into the Whorlstone Tunnels, a cave system seemingly carved by the wind itself, illuminated throughout with red phasers magical energy. There, they experiment with mushrooms that possess magical properties, find and follow a trail left by Droki, the Darrow courier, and finally come upon a fungal forest filled with life and sounds of creatures lurking. A fire arrow launched into the fungal thicket connected with a patch of torch blooms, igniting the corridor. As the smoke cleared, a line of dancing myconids appeared before the group, offering a question. Are you here to join the parade?
All right, so we left off with a burning, almost, I guess, forest. I'm not really sure if that's the right terminology, but thicket. Let's go with thicket. I like a thicket of fungi that just got lit ablaze by a flaming arrow from the drow Dro. And he hit some stalks that were flammable and blew up the whole place, and then some creepy-looking myconid that, for those of you, I just want to quickly go over. Some of you are small, some of you are large. We can figure that out as we go, meaning that some of you are about the size of a toddler, some of you are normal height, ranging from 5 foot something to, I believe, Rastos, you're like 7 foot, isn't it? Something like you're like Steven Adams from OKC Thunder size, is what I picture.
Yes.
And you see them kind of coming in. They're around 5 feet. So some of you, they're very large. Some of them are smaller as well, and they come like walking in, convulsing in various ways, as if they're trying to dance, but they're just real bad at it. And they asked you,
Are you here to join the parade?
that's where we left off. So I will leave it with you all there as you watch. Let's see, how many myconids I throw in there? I believe it's 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 myconids. I should say, 4 of them are up there sort of dancing. 2 of them taller, 2 of them smaller. And then one of the ones that are about 3 foot, he's kind of hanging back against the wall while they're marching through this smoldering set of fungi.
They seem aware and intent on us, yeah?
Yeah, they're looking right at you, but they are kind of convulsing in weird ways, yes.
Just hold the bowstring back and kind of wait for action, ready to unload, but just watching for now, watching the others.
Are these your friends, Stool?
Stool is going to say to you, by the way, Stool again is the tiny mushroom that rides on Nico's back that uses their rapport spores to help everyone talk. Stool's going to say to you, using rapport spores into your head, he's going to say, surely not my friends. For these dance, myconids are not known for dancing.
Look, I just wanted to make sure before we may probably kill them.
Well, please don't kill them. That is, I don't want to kill you. Please don't kill people who resemble me for no reason. The dancing is odd, but, different strokes, different folks.
Okay.
That is a saying of your kind, is it not?
My kind really doesn't really have sayings, anything like that.
You don't
It's
have
kind of
sayings.
It's kind of a know your place kind of sayings.
So the only saying you have is know your place.
Pretty much.
That's not good.
It's not.
Tell me, do they all dance?
I mean, I'm sure some do, but mine was mostly hard labor.
I speak of the myconids in front of you. I have no eyes.
Oh, yes, they're dancing and singing to join the parade.
All of them.
Do you know what parade? Yes, all of them. Do you know the parade you're talking about?
No.
Okay. We will try not to kill them.
As
in the
Nico
back's not dancing.
looks upon one of them is definitely not dancing. But yeah, they are approaching
He's got
you, and
no
they're
eyes, he doesn't
again
know.
convulsing. Yeah, Stool does not have eyes, I like to imagine. They are convulsing and coming up to you all, and you hear one of them start to kind of the one who's leading the group. He's kind of up more forward, and he's the one who's been talking. He says,
Oh, burnt the mushrooms around here.
Burnt?
Burnt?
Yes.
We're trailing the person who did. He just ran through here as a small one, a small folk.
"You want to roll a deception?"
Absolutely.
A Darrow.
Darrow.
Again, they're just doing this very angular,
I have evil dice for Jay.
very angular
You can keep that one over there.
goth sort of dance kind of going on. Lots of elbows and knees. Very sporadic.
7 plus 7, so 14.
Okay, that's gonna pass. They're gonna say,
Darrow burnt the fungal friends.
The fungal
Yes.
friends.
You're
Yes.
called the Fungal Friends.
Yes.
We're the Fungal Friends. I have my Fungal Friend right here.
Hello, fellow fungal friend.
Stool's gonna say, you just hear him say this also in Rapport Spores. He's blasting them out right now. Hello. And then the fungal guy who's talking to you is gonna say,
My name is Boostburp. Do you want to receive the gift of the lady and join us in the parade?
No, thank you. We're trailing the person who just burnt down your fungal forest. So if you don't mind, we really have to get going.
For revenge, I hope.
Absolutely, definitely revenge.
Yes. Say, it looks like your big friend over there is having a hard time talking.
Yes, he's. I don't know what really happened to him. He just can't. He just kind of gets angry now, without screaming.
Does he want a small sample of the lady's gift?
I'm just gonna nudge Rastos since I'm riding on Rastos. Nudge him a bit and be like, kind of nodding, like, can't be all bad.
Is the dude talking out loud the mushroom man?
Yeah, you get it
yes,
from
this is a
Rapport
mushroom person.
And I can hear him.
Yeah.
Okay.
Stool is like constantly pumping out those Rapport Spores.
I think he's trying to cure you, maybe? I'm not sure.
I'll look at the mushroom man and shoulder shrug.
Does that mean yes?
I think it means yes.
That's an odd way of saying yes. In our culture, that means uncertainty.
He's, a giant cow.
He is a giant cow. Breathe deeply, and he's gonna puff some pink spores out, really, really tiny ones. Do you inhale?
Mm-hmm.
Roll a Constitution saving throw.
That's not good.
What are you talking about? That's like your specialty.
True. Constitution saving throw. Crit miss.
Oh, baby.
Wow.
Oh, baby.
Might be good. So that's 7.
Yeah. So, Jesus Christ, +6 on the god. So they do infect you, and you get a quick glimpse, Rostos, of you see caps, kind of just in your head, just sort of like if you were imagining a very detailed picture, and you kind of like don't pay attention to your own vision, just in your head, of caps and various stems and myconal tendrils kind of going out. And then as you think about it a little bit, they seem to just sort of make these eyes that look female, and they start to open up a little bit, but not open up enough to where anything negative happens. And then from your voice, or from your diaphragm, you feel your voice come back to you, and you let out a big bovine bellow of,
Am I supposed to talk here?
and you set a guy up with a layup bounce pass on a breakaway.
That's what I
fucking
said.
fake
That's-
left, he
that's
went right,
canon.
perfect
That's-
bounce
that's
pass,
canon. That's
and he
what
just
Rastos says.
traveled.
That was an
He just traveled out of bounds with it. Yeah. Nope,
Right.
nothing was said. Okay, moving along. You can talk again. Way to go.
Booing TJ needs to be canon.
Jeez, man. Well, I
Maybe-
guess
maybe-
that's that. I'll see y'all later. And they're gonna march off.
Well, I think he'd be looking around, and be like, I wonder if anyone can still not hear me as I'm talking.
No, we can definitely hear you say words now.
And then I'd grab my tongue with my hand and just start inspecting things.
Kind of lower my bow and... Where's the parade?
We are the parade.
You are the parade.
This is it.
That's depressing.
And they're just, again, gesticulating in all these angular ways, just not like real dancing. It's like someone's trying to liquid, if you know what liquiding is.
With
but
their
they're not
hands.
very good at it. And it's
If
mostly
I've-
just angular motions.
If I've been keeping an eye on the guy in the back with his kind of foot up against the back, how has he been behaving?
You can see he's just sort of like nervous about it. I mean, he has a myconid, but you can tell he's not joining in, I guess.
It's not as stoked to
Kind
do
of
that.
turn around and look. Well, I suppose it's time to be going now.
Yes, I
Guess
think
I'll
that,
keep tracking.
yeah, then we should probably keep following this Droki guy,
Oh,
and
get that Darrow for you.
you want to go talk to the squall pose, Mike Nid. You know, he looks cool.
Yeah, he is squall posing for sure, but in a nervous way, not a self-assured way.
To the guy that sprayed me with pink mushrooms, I will offer him a silver piece as thank you.
What is that?
It is, I don't know, money. But thanks.
Describe money.
It's like, this metal stuff that people trade for, goods and services.
As you just begin to describe the idea of economic systems based on currency, the rest of them are dancing past you and leaving further down the hall.
Shove
He
that.
said,
That is not what the lady desires, but thank you.
What does she desire?
She desires to be one with all.
I told you. They wanted us to assimilate into mushrooms. I wasn't wrong.
Okay, well, thank you. You'll be in my thoughts.
Peace.
the squall posing one, he's going to kind of stop squall posing and he's going to start going up towards them a little bit more. And the leader, Vusbear, who you all were talking about, or talking to, he's going to say,
Come on, Rumpadump, hurry up.
and Rumpadump is a kind of shorter, stocky. If you can picture like a morel mushroom, except brown and mostly just the top of a morel mushroom, just like stretched out with two brown feet kind of coming out the bottom of it. That's basically what Rumpadump looks like, except he also has two kind of glowing green eye slits as well on him as he's sort of waddling through. And as he's waddling through, the guy who is squall posing, Stool's gonna say, oh, "It's Rumpadump, a good friend of mine."
I'll kind of like take him off and drop him on the ground.
Rumpadump, what do you here? And Rumpadump will say,
I got caught up in this fucking parade. I don't want to be here. Just want to go back to Neverlight Grove.
and Stool's gonna say, oh, "I have been promised by these adventurers to also return me to Neverlight Grove. Nico, could we take Rumpadump along with us?"
Absolutely, you didn't even have to ask. Now we're like kind of picking up the other one.
Yep. So he's about
Really?
3 feet tall, whereas Stool's like a foot and a half.
Oh,
So
I
now
definitely
you're
can't
just-
pick it up. I can't pick him up then because I'm small still.
Oh yeah,
So I'm just
so he's
kinda
about
like-
your size.
like holding his
You're just
hand.
holding his hands, jumping around in a circle. Yeah, absolutely. He doesn't have hands.
Grabbing his ridges, I guess.
Yeah, kind of like his
Yeah, the moral ridges,
Like
yeah.
yeah, you're just sort of grabbing them, and he's gonna say,
Hands, stop doing that, please.
Oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Joe
I
will
forgive you.
turn around as the Myconids walk off and see that one is stayed and apparently bonded with Nico and just sigh heavily.
Just petting two mushrooms, kneeling down.
Jim Jar's gonna elbow you when he sees that you're kind of like sighing. He's like, "Hey, the plot gets stupider, right?"
Yeah. I wonder what this one's name is.
He does remember what happens to most of our companions on this journey, right?
Anyway. And I'll
he
try
hasn't-
to...
I already heard his name. Do you want me to say his name to you
No,
again?
I don't want to know it.
Are you sure?
Yes.
It's real dumb.
No.
It's probably for the better, Jim Jar.
No, he'll
I'm
be
gonna
dead
tell
soon
you
enough.
it.
What's your name again?
My name is Rumpadump.
Collective groan comes from reality itself.
Yay!
Okay, everyone, listen up. We are in the tunnels, and I think we need to take a different approach. There's danger down here. I think we need to stop giving a fuck about the gray ghosts, and we need to go after them with lethal intent, and our objective should be to get this egg back. I think we need to stop
That's why we
slow
didn't,
rolling
That's
this.
why we didn't fight the mushrooms. Let's go. We're waiting for you.
Okay, let's follow the trail. And I'll bend down and start trying to retrace where I was found Droki.
Yeah.
Although new embers might make it a little tougher.
Sure. So let's roll a survival check. I think that you're right. We'll just do a straight roll because you would have advantage because you are an Underdark ranger.
But I am still exhausted.
Oh, okay. Then we'll just do a straight roll. That's fine.
Still pretty good.
23 total.
Oh shit. Okay, yeah, that's plenty fucking good. Should have given you a disadvantage. You can tell that it will go straight in front of you. There is a path down to your what we call like the southeast, I suppose. However, the one going, or southwest rather, the one going east is the one you can tell that there have been some tinier Darrow footprints that have been in a hurry jumping along down that direction.
So the way that Droki's footprints, that's the less traveled path. Is that what you're saying?
No, I think it's hard to tell what's the more traveled path, and also these tunnels are not necessarily super traveled anyways. And especially you just covered everything in soot, you can tell that there has been a Darrow going down that way that you can assume is Droki within the last couple of minutes.
So I'll extend my lead from the second person in the line to about 15 feet, and then just move slowly forward,
Sweet.
moving at a stealthy pace.
Moving along. Okay, you all eventually come out of the burnt fungal mass that you created with a new companion in tow. Yeah, you have Rumpadump with you. I'm going to put Rumpadump along with Nico, since he seems to like mushrooms, probably because Jesse's a cook. He just likes fucking dealing with mushrooms. And as you all go
cooking
through
is
these...
why I love mushrooms.
It's a drug reference for any of those.
It's actually a penis reference.
Well, now I just feel stupid. You go further out through the tunnel, and this one is, again, about, still pretty wide, about 25, 30 feet wide, but much more like the other parts of the Whorlstone tunnels that you all are in currently. And you can see the path. I'm not going to make you re-roll that 23. Does continue down this tunnel. I'm going to make you all declare a marching order, just going forward, and then we'll sort of go through the tunnel and what you see, and I'll give you some decisions and shit. But what order are we going in here?
I think we'll go Dro, and then probably like 10 or 15 feet, and then who's ever next.
I think I'm next with
probably-
some people.
yeah.
Some people on me.
Yeah.
Rastos,
2 mushrooms and a, and a little.
it's a good point of
little
order to
Nico.
establish what light is there. Can Rastos see or no?
Again, everything in here is infused with Phaserus, so it is all dim light. And you all did discover what Phaserus is, so I'm not just straight telling you that, but
It's the red magic shit.
it's the red magic shit for sure. Jim Jar's gonna go in the back or hang out next to Jin, since Jim Jar kind of feels the closest to Jin. And then
Yeah, we'll take the back together.
Yeah, and then Nico, you have Rumpadump with you.
Yeah, we're on Rastos.
Yeah, Rostos would have to carry Rumpadump with 2 hands if he so.
Rumpadum's walking then. I'm riding on Rastos' shoulder.
As I'm next to Jim Jar, I'm going to look at Jim Jar and say, how long do you think this is going to last on me? I'm very small still. I don't like this.
What do you mean?
I'm your size right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not supposed to be this small.
So you expect me to just conveniently tell you how long a magical mushroom that you ate randomly that you found in some caverns will last?
How about we take a bet, Jim Jar?
Go on.
I give you, let's say, if it lasts for another 50 minutes, you get 5 gold, and if it lasts longer, I get 5 gold.
All right, let's sweeten the pot a little bit.
All right, what do you want, Jim Jar?
I'm thinking 3 to 1
3 to 1 odds is...
that it lasts over an hour.
So you take over and I take under?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds good.
All right, bet.
All right, let's bet. Oh, what's the amount?
Well, I mean like 3 to 1.
Oh, at 3 to 1, yes, on 1 gold piece or 5?
5.
5, okay, done.
Cool. You
I have the money to pay you.
okay? Yeah, you're good for it, right?
Yes. Let me
All
think
right.
for a second. I'm just joking with you, Jim Jar. I have
Yeah,
the
don't
money.
fuck with me like that. You know I've got a problem, and I know what you do. You manipulate me.
I mean,
I'm a gambler. I've got a problem.
Yes, I know. I've been smart enough to recognize your problems. It just, sometimes it's just fun for me. I don't really
To
like
take
that.
advantage of other people's problems?
Ginger, watch out! And Jin, we're
sorry.
gonna keep going while we're back here. Keep an eye on. I'll hand to him her purple mushroom. I can make him grow back to normal size.
okay.
And I will, Ginger, get out of the way, and I'll go back to the front. Quiet, eyes forward.
Right. All right. Fuck it. As you all go through these tunnels. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, can I just eat the purple mushroom?
Yeah, totally. You have to roll another Constitution saving throw.
Is it a crit?
Crit miss.
No.
Crit 20? Hell yeah, baby. That shit just dissolves right away, and you do not grow back. Let's go, Jim Jar. Get that 15 go. Yeah, you feel fine. Not growing at all.
That didn't work very well.
That was a good idea. I loved it, and I also love that I won. Me, the DM, won against you all.
You won it, Joel. You got it all
Joel won. DM, the villain, Joel wins once again. You go further down the tunnels. Again, these tunnels are comparable to the other Underdark tunnels that you've been through, black obsidian, gray, stuff like that. But more carved out by a constant sort of breeze, a wind that you notice makes the rock much smoother and a lot more palatable than the jagged, sharpened rocks that you have seen before. And there's also that omnipresence of Ferris going on throughout it. As you go through, I'm going to carry that 23 just because I think that was good enough. You can tell that Droki or Adaro also went down this path that you are going down. And eventually, you do reach a fork of sorts. So you do come up to a spot where you see that there is a path opening up to your right. Another similar tunnel to your right and to your left. The constant dim red, almost like a broken neon red bar sign, kind of is dwelling in throughout these tunnels.
Oh.
Can I just slowly inspect the first 5 or 10 feet in these new pathways to see if it's clear whether one is more heavily tread?
Yeah, are you looking for Droki, or are you just trying to look and see if anything else is around here?
At first, I'll start with Droki.
Let's just do a survival.
7.
Okay, yeah, you lost the trail. You lost the trail, and from what you can tell, this just looks like more tunnels, one going left and one going right.
Let's go straight.
Straight would be left, like that would be the more tunnel that, like, yeah, no, that's fine. Like, the right one definitely veers off harshly right, so.
I'll just look at the ground, not let them know that I lost the trail.
Do you know which way to go?
It looks like it's this way, and I'll point up the other way from what you said.
I knew a great man once. He said, always go left. But if you insist...
I'm sorry, can we do a deep dive into Rostos' memory of a man telling him once that he said always go left?
Uh-huh.
What was this in your mental history, your memories, like that a man told you always go left? I'm sorry, you can't just say that. I just gotta know. Yeah.
In Rastos' voice or in my regular voice?
You can narrate it however you want to. I'm not saying Rostos has to tell this story to the party, but however you want to.
It's like you see into his brain. It zooms in.
Yeah, camera zooms right into Rostos' eye and goes into his pupil as he's describing. Yeah. No. It just zooms right into his pupil and goes in there, and then we get to see this scene. That's like sepia tone. Sepia?
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, sepia tone.
And it's good that it's sepia tone because the ground is sort of arid rock, you know, arid mesa style, and he's sitting there, and there's this big coliseum, and there's this guy.
Quick reminder that Rostos is a minotaur. So, what's the age of Rostos here?
Like 6.
Hell yeah! So baby Rostos, not baby, but child Rostos sitting there.
And he's sitting there, and there's all these other like little fighting kids like getting ready, and there's this big sort of large man. He has a big beard. He has these little beady black eyes, and he's like,
Man or minotaur? Sorry.
a man.
Oh, okay.
And Rastos is like, which way do I go? And the man looks at him and is like, Well, you just go left. That's what I did all the time. And Rastos goes, okay. And he just walked left, and it got him right into the Coliseum. And so ever since then,
He's literally asking for directions to the Coliseum.
A wise man would say.
I thought it was gonna be like, like my trainer always taught me go left because I have a quick like left step or something. You know, like if you're a right-handed person, you usually drive right in basketball. Like, no, you just got directions. Okay, yeah, that
also
that tracks.
You're just
also
an idiot.
the guy looks like Branson, and Branson always said go left.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, fuck, I hate that guy. Yeah, so you all are back there. We're
The
zooming.
guy in the story looks like him.
We're
too.
zooming back out of Rostos's eye, and we're going back to it. And he says, "A wise man always told me to go left," as he just did in his Rostos voice. Yeah, I'll let the rest of y'all make that decision.
Well, it looks like it's this way.
Rastos, I'm following Dro. You're kind of an idiot.
Okay, and I'll just throw some pebbles down the left and look at it, thinking about how I went left.
We'll circle back, big fella. Don't worry.
Can I check the like how strong the fog is here to see if it's
When you say fog, do you mean phasers?
yes, the phasers. Yes. Can I check to see if it's like it would fuck with my casting at this point?
You don't even have to roll for it. You know if it's present, it would.
It will, yeah.
But your awareness of it is not going to like. It's going to be a roll for it.
Yeah. Okay. Gotcha.
But not as harsh as we were playing it when it was
not as
really
thick as like the tomb and stuff like that.
No, that was insane.
Okay.
And you were also unaware of it, so it just like triggered right away the wild magic. Here, you know, like, okay, I'm aware of it. I just need to be a little bit more like blatant and deliberate with my casting. You should be able to do it, but
there's a chance
anything could fucking happen. Yeah, totally. Are we going right?
We're gonna go right and decrease the speed of traveling even more now that I've lost the track. Feel a little bit more in no man's land, and just keep an eye out for any signs of things on the walls that have been disturbed or any loose footing on the ground.
Okay. I'm gonna use your last roll again.
That's a
just
7.
not to survive. Yeah, you do not see anything for a while. Although you all are now upon, exciting stuff. Another fork in the road. One goes to the right, and one goes to the left, more to the northeast and the northwest. Some of you can probably see a little bit further down. It looks like there's more mushrooms down to the northwest.
Just peek into the left real quick and check that path out first.
Yeah, so Dro runs down. Just roll me a quick perception. Or what's your passive perception, actually?
18.
Oh, fuck. You could see that it, like...
It's pretty
It
good.
is going to have another mushroom thicket. In fact, 2 of them. And then it does have another path that goes a little bit beyond it as well.
I really hope the mic picked that up.
I'll just pop back in and continue to go right. Ignore it.
Okay, anyone else?
We're just following. As far as we know, Dro's totally just guiding us the right way.
Yeah.
We trust Dro.
Yeah, Dro, I do want to reiterate, you know you're way off track right now.
Yeah.
Okay. You lost it. You're just
We're just wandering the.
And he hasn't really said anything.
saving face.
As we go by, I'm like, we could go left here, you know.
Yeah, so far I've chosen 2 right turns. This way.
Maybe you're a wiser man.
You all are walking for a while.
Oh, no.
It's just going on for a long fucking time.
Does it still look at least somewhat traveled, or are we getting into dusty roads?
I don't think, like, again, well traveled in the Underdark would be very well traveled to
Okay.
even notice
No,
it on
I get
obsidian,
that. I
like,
get that.
Yeah.
rock and tunnels. That like
makes sense.
this basically looks like you've lost it a while ago. Like, for all you fucking know, no one's been down here in ages.
Yeah. No, this
Dro
is-
especially realized he's like, well, I'm really,
I have
really good over
no
my head
idea.
now. Yeah.
I was like,
Are there like spider webs on stuff? Like, not like, you know, the spider pass. It's like clearly like.
Very importantly, no.
Okay.
But there are like bugs crawling around and stuff like that. You all are probably marching along for like a good 30 minutes or so.
Does
now,
this
at
does
this
it
point.
sound like feel like fortune cookies when we're walking? 'Cause there's so many bugs.
That's a terrible Temple of Doom joke.
Um,
That's actually the most racist joke in Temple of Doom.
Ooh, I don't know. There's definitely more racist jokes in Temple of Doom.
Temple of Doom is
Yeah.
troublesome.
We all
Yeah.
saw that one in the movie theater. Remember?
Yeah, I
Oh.
used to always say that was my favorite one.
I
And,
love
I had a
it.
good
Scary.
time. I had a good time watching it, but I was like, man, this movie is like kind of weirdly paced and kind of shitty, and also pretty fucking racist
Oh,
in different
And
ways.
pretty good.
Anyways,
Quote,
those of you
feels like we're stepping on fortune cookies, end quote.
those of you who are smaller, at this point you're going to come back to your normal sizes.
Ooh, less than 50 minutes.
Luckily, Rastos is strong, so like my slight 110 pound frame probably doesn't really
Doesn't even phase him.
Just kind of pop down.
Doesn't even phase
Thanks for the
him.
lift.
Yes, here you go. Does that lower them down?
Jim Jar's gonna say, motherfucker!
Don't worry about the gym.
Yeah, you
jar.
hear fucker, fucker.
Just don't.
I goes down the hall of caves.
If it tries to give me the gold, I'll just be, don't worry about the gym jar. Just
No.
Don't worry
That
about
doesn't
it.
work like that. Take the 5 gold. I'll shut up when she takes the gold.
I'll take his
He
money.
gives you 5 gold.
You guys, we're right on him.
I'm not gonna make you all roll anything. You can choose to believe in your intrepid ranger.
Yeah, I'm not a tracker. I'm believing our tracker thus far.
I pull out Flamin' Zung and I go, it's time, buddy.
Yeah, dude, your last name is Kaiser. You've got to have a better German pronunciation.
Flamin'
than-
Zung.
Spanish. Flamin' Zung.
Yeah, you're Kratz, can you give it a whirl? Your last name is Kratzmeyer.
Flammenzunge?
No, see, it's so good when you say it like that.
It's time.
Time. Oh my God.
I just realized how fucking German this table is, save for Jesse. Yeah. God damn.
Jesse's the Italian mountain folk. That's why he's short in stature but strong in spirit.
I give that more to his Polish.
I'm gonna pronounce it with a Barcelona accent, Catalonian. Flamin' Zung.
Can I ask that you never do that again?
Flamin' Zung.
All right, you turn it on.
Yeah, if Droki's right there.
No. Don't light up yet. Stealth surprise.
Yeah, you see him pull out the axe. And you tell him
Not yet.
to hold back.
Don't light up.
Okay, I'm ready.
Are we there yet?
We're almost there.
Yeah, it's been a while.
Quiet. Let me do my job.
We'll go a little bit further, and there is a slight kind of break up to the right. And the tunnel that also goes to the, I guess at this point it would be the northwest once again, and to the northeast. More directly to the north, and a small sort of crack in the side of the wall is open to you all. It's about 6 feet high and only about 10 feet wide, so way smaller than the 25, 30 feet wide tunnel that you're in right now.
Would a Minotaur fit down it?
If you squeezed yourself a little bit, yeah, it would not be comfortable. It wouldn't be fun.
I look at Dro and I go, listen, I know you know stuff, but I'm sort of good at survival too, and I think if we go left, it might work out just okay.
The words of wisdom echo in your mind. Always go left.
I'll tell you all this. Left is the correct path. There's something down that way, but it's dangerous. If somebody wants to go alone, but this is the way, and I'll point to the left. There's something there, but it's dangerous.
What is it?
I do not know.
Jim Jar's gonna elbow you a little bit. He's like, hey, double or nothing. This guy's full of shit.
I mean, Jin knows that gym jar, but it's, we've already gone this far. Do you want me to go down the tiny passage? Is that why you're trying to bet me?
No, I'm trying to make my fucking money back.
I'm not going to give you your money back. I already won,
God
you idiot.
damn it. All right. We going left?
The passage by myself if you'd like.
Yeah, go for it.
Just for a bit, okay?
Hopefully you don't find the Demogorgon.
What is that?
60 feet.
The giant thing that we saw destroy the town.
60 feet, then come back.
And I was being facetious.
That's gonna happen to fucking Gracklestone sooner or later.
Alright, I will...
Who cares?
Sometime back to regular size, I will get into stealth positions, which I imagine is just crouching down.
Don't you have like a magic beast you can make that you can look through the eyes of?
No, I don't summon familiars. What do you think I am?
That has
Some
never
sort of
happened.
hack wizard?
I don't know. The best wizard I ever heard of did that a lot.
Hey, are you all metagaming over there?
What's that wizard's name?
Oh,
I might have heard of him.
I don't remember. He was cool though.
I'm going to try to stealth down the passage by myself.
I think I heard of this wizard you're talking about. Jim Jar pipes up. I heard he was real horny and weird.
Oh yeah, we heard of. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, I mean that's not really a good dude. Like,
He used to watch everyone
heard
doing
he-
push-ups at the Coliseum.
yeah, that's not
I heard
okay.
he slayed younglings, but not in the way Anakin Skywalker did.
Yes, he liked he freed slaves too. I heard. I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Good old fairy tales.
Anyways,
Nothing like really just celebrating an old sexual deviant. Jin, you're going down those tunnels?
Yes, I will go by myself.
hey, the wizard went down tunnels too.
Be careful, Jin.
I
Brown
will be
tunnel.
stealthy. I will move slowly and carefully.
You don't even bother rolling a stealth because I know you can nail that. We're gonna consider your stealth as you're pretty much fucking hidden. However, can you just roll a d20 for me?
Yes. Oh no. Roll 20. 11. That is a 1 above the average.
Okay.
Kind of 0.5.
Cool. And then what's your passive perception?
15.
Okay. Cool. So going forward a little bit further, you do hear something being eaten. A lot of juice, a lot of bones breaking up around this corner, up around the bend.
Sounds disgusting. I will continue forward a little bit.
Okay. Go ahead and roll stealth now. I'll roll as well.
Whee!
See what happens here.
It's okay, I got the 16.
Okay. You go a little bit further, and you hear it stop.
I will also stop.
Okay.
And,
Can't see anything right now. Again, where your character's at is where you can see it. You do see, surprising listeners, another fork in the road. One to the north and one to the west.
I feel like the situation is dangerous, but I am also Jin, the best at the stealth ever. Because I am crazy. And I would like to...
You can hear that it's coming from the west.
Interesting. Well, this path is long and dangerous. That's what Jin thinks. The other Jin says this path is long and dangerous, and Jin says to herself, "But I am so good at this."
Again, Jen is like, I shouldn't say schizophrenic because that's not what schizophrenia is, but like, is it DID?
DID is a little bit. Jin talks to herself a lot. She has mental issues, lots of breakage in the brain.
She's neurodivergent.
Yes, that is a good PC way to put it. I will move to the... I don't have anything to use, do I? No, I don't. I'll just move to the intersection and try to listen patient, or look down the west way where they heard the noises from.
Okay.
Just like right here.
I'm gonna keep that stealth check that you had, and you just hear a quick scuttle.
I don't like that. I will move back in cowardice very fast, all the way back to down back the tunnel to where my party is.
You hear
I will use my movement and all my dashies.
All right, you pop back out of there, and you pop back out of that tunnel.
I look at Dro and be like, "It is very scary in there, Dro. There's the crunchies and the skittering."
All right, let's go. Let's keep moving. You okay?
I thought that I could do it. I thought that Jin was the best, but Jin is not apparently the best.
Was it loud crunching
It was
or a lot of little crunching?
subtle crunching and then some skittering.
All right, let's go.
Skeet, 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 skeet,
Ski,
skittering.
ski.
That's the for the hearing and visually impaired. ski. Let's create some distance. Still move stealthily, but move along left path now.
Ooh. So Rostos gets his way as you go left finally. A sense of victory and warmth becomes over Rostos as he knows now we're on the right path. Now that we're going
He
left.
feels much safer.
Yeah.
We're right on him.
I'm tempted to make some lame ass fucking like leftist socialist joke there, but I'm not even gonna fucking do it. Just to be a waste of everyone's time. Okay. You all eventually come out holy shit to another fork in the road, but let me just describe it a little bit more in detail this time, because you do see that there is a path that goes to the right there. This one would be to the north. However, the path that you kind of wrap around on as the tunnel wraps around eventually leads to an overpass. And beneath that overpass, you can see that there is a pool of water below. And you can see that the thing sort of wraps around and then goes underneath itself, if that makes sense. So where there's like the overhang, sort of like natural bridge, it then sort of slopes around to the south, goes downward around this pool of water, and then underneath itself, kind of like an underpass or an overpass on a highway or something, and then continues on another direction. You all can see that. Or it goes to the north, which seems like a smaller tunnel that you all are used to now.
Hold my fists again. The path goes cold. I lost it.
Well, you know, if you're living out in this far in the caves, you're gonna need a source of water. So maybe by the water.
Going further down?
I mean, you know, people need water to live.
That's left, Rastos. Or we can go left up here.
So what you doing there are two lefts, Rastos.
Two lefts make a right.
Okay, we zoom back into Rostos's pupil, as now you just see like equation signs and divisions and like exponents and variables floating past as he realizing is like if you go left enough it equals a right. And Rostos has a mental breakthrough, and then we zoom back out.
There's a little bit of blood dripping down his nose.
Jin, are you still shaking from that trip, or do you want to do the same procedure here? Go take a peek before we go down further?
I mean, I could do that, but also we could just go together. At least the path is wide. That other path was narrow and scary.
Alright, real quick. We'll be back, guys.
We're winging it now. Apparently we've been winging it for a while.
Yeah.
You don't know that.
I know.
Alright. Then,
Can I give a sniff around by
yeah,
towards the lake?
Is the surface of the water calm?
It is moving a little bit. There is a certain sort of like, you know, when you're on a lake and it's like choppy, even though you don't see any boats or like winded going by, there is a choppiness to it. And again, it's not the size of a lake. It's just a decent size like water hole, right? My guess would be, roughly if I had to measure that right now, I would say like 100 feet wide. So decent size, but not massive. Pond, if you would. We're all from the Midwest. We know ponds.
It's like 75 by 50.
Sure.
Can I send 4 globules of light to join to make one larger light about 5 feet above the surface of the water in the center of the pond?
Yes, you do that. Absolutely. 4, you said orbs of light, sort of?
Yeah, 4.
Just dancing lights?
Yes.
Yeah, so you send down these dancing orbs of light. What color are they?
Radiant white.
Right. Nice.
Color
Radiant
of his
white,
hair.
color of your radiant hair go down. And yeah, it is a little bit of a choppy water. But again, there is that red Fair's all around that sort of gives it a different sort of color. Can you roll a perception check? I hate to keep on digging the business of it. It's pretty good.
Dirty 20.
Oh, yeah. When you look down there, you kind of peek over. You can't help but notice it looks like there's like the waves every once in a while make out like a face. And the face kind of moves around here and there where like kind of where like the waves and the shadow of the water is. Not like a face within the water itself is making a face. Does that make sense?
Kind of drop the orbs of concentration, take 2 or 3 steps back. I don't like that water.
It's probably just another wedding going on or something.
Yes, you remember the wedding that we all saw together. I
Yeah,
try not
but
to think
we were
about it.
witnesses. Do you remember what we saw that? If
Yeah,
this
the
water's
Aboleth
like
came
that
and
water.
smushed
Dro, the
those-
mention of the wedding, because I think you were the one who failed that
Yep.
madness check of watching 2 Kuatoa be smashed together into a horrible John Carpenter, David Cronenberg monster. Kind of comes back to you, and you thought, well, I'll never see that again, only to watch every denizen of Slubadop also turn into one of those, which hit you particularly hard.
I did not like witnessing that last time. Afraid. Apologize me if I'm a little skittish around water.
It was a pleasant wedding.
thought this was kind of gross.
I mean,
I just think maybe this top path, maybe that's the way.
you're afraid of water.
The water is moving in a way that makes me not feel good or comfortable being around it, like it's watching me, like it is more than just water. So
we
yes,
can-
I'm afraid of
we
water,
can
okay?
talk
Is that
to
what
it.
you want to hear?
We can talk to the water then.
Go ahead. Go talk to it. Go right up to the ridge.
Hello, water. How are you doing down there?
So where do you go? Do you go
back
right
up.
up to the ridge?
Yeah.
Back up 10 feet.
Nico, are you bringing everyone with you? Like your 2 mushroom friends?
No, I mean,
Stool, obviously.
Stool's.
Stool's on your back at all times.
Ginger, I
understood.
bet. Ginger,
So
I bet you.
I'm picturing you go over to this ledge, and this ledge is about, like, we'll say about 10 to 20 feet, 15 feet above the water. Do you get down and just kind of yell at the water?
Yeah, it's kind of like look over and be like, hello,
Yeah.
can you speak water?
You hear a little bit of like rumbling below it, and then just a pillar of water that shoots upward, and you see a face on it, and it just goes. And it is going to kind of take the shape of a demonic-looking creature made completely out of water. And it is just freaking out. I mean, you can tell this is not a normal sort of behavior of it, because it is just wiling out in all different directions. And let's roll initiative.
I told you. I told you. I told you. Oh, shit.
It's ad time! Subscribe to our Patreon. All your support helps. Buy sick merch at WhereAtStudios.com. Follow us on Instagram, Twitter. Look at our Facebook and Twitch. Subscribe to our YouTube to see what we do behind the scenes.
Where Rat Studios is super cool!
All right, so you approach the pool, and as the water weird, we'll just go ahead and name it, kind of shoots up, this demonic body formed purely by water that is clearly writhing in its own sort of existence, just screaming out. It shoots its arms out, and before you all can do anything else, you start to see there are 3 different manta ray style beasts with horns coming from their face, hopping around in the pool as well. These are Ixozotical. God damn it.
Ixozotical, yes.
Ixozotical.
Ixozotical,
It's so
yes.
fucking hard to say.
Ixozotical.
But there are 3 of those as well.
Click the Matt Mercer pronunciation on TNDBL.
Yeah, in the fight as well.
I
So,
think he
Jin, we're gonna
announces
start
every
with you.
monster.
Alright, Jin Liat, I will save you, Nico. And then,
Pretty good.
and then I will run 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Okay, yeah, that's fine then.
I will run here, and then I will be like, oh no, Nico, and I will bonus action dash because I'm a rogue. I will go over here, right here. And that
Sweet.
That should be close enough. Then I will throw a psychic blade. I will go vroom, and you see a red phazon energy. It looks like Phasaurus, but it is my energy. It's psychic, and I will throw a dagger at the big thing that screamed at Nico. I assume it screamed at him, even if it didn't.
So you run up to the
here.
to the edge, and again, like you see this pillar of water that has become this sort of flailing elemental force, and you fling some psychic blades at it. Go ahead and attack.
That's a crit 20.
So cheating isn't fun
Third of the night.
at D&D.
I'm not cheating. I don't cheat.
We can all agree that he's cheating, right?
I saw it.
Yeah, but you're a cheater too. No, go ahead. I'm
It's
just
a
joking.
couple
It
two
is the 2
cheaters over
rogues
there.
No,
sitting
it's all
next to
good,
each
it's all
other.
good. You're not a rogue. You're a ranger.
I don't get.
Oh, yeah, bro.
I don't think I get sneak attack damage on it, so it doesn't matter.
I don't think you do.
No. So that's 14 psychic damage.
On a crit 20?
Yeah, I don't have sneak attack.
No sneakies.
Oh, damn. All right. Cool. You throw what, 1?
Yeah, just one because I bonus action dash.
Okay, cool. You throw a dagger in there, and it kind of lets out. And yeah, it's there for sure. Nico, you're up.
All right, seeing this terrifying water beast rise up before me, guess I'm not too scared, but I know my own stock in life as not being in front of things that want to kill me. So I will start moving back. I'll move back 30 feet, and I will cast Scorching Ray at it with all 3 beams focusing at the base.
Cool. Are you exhausted?
I sure am.
You know what to do, baby.
Roll D20, see if it works.
Oh, also, yeah, roll d20 first.
Okay.
And please hit a crit one.
That is an 18.
Okay, so you're fine on that. Now roll the attack with disadvantage.
Oh, the attacks with disadvantage?
Yeah, because you have grapple lung, right?
Yeah, but that's ability checks, isn't it? There's attack rolls too.
I think it's everything. It's
Yeah, I
exhaustion
thought it
level 1.
Does it? No.
That's just
attack.
ability.
Oh, then you're good. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
So the first one is a dirty 20.
Okay.
Second one is a 24.
Hit.
And the third one is a crit 20.
Okay. Hit. Take everything by half because Pokemon rules, baby.
Fire
It's
against
made
water?
of water.
Absolutely.
So it's gonna be steamy, but just cut everything in half and give me the total. You want an abacus so you can calculate your damage?
Yes.
This is all in the water weird, right?
Yeah. That's 37 damage.
That's after
So
halved.
no, then halved. That's 18 damage.
There we go. Okay, so 18 damage. You shoot how many beams? 3 beams into it.
Yeah, 3 beams.
3 beams, and it's but they all kind of smoke off. It doesn't do a ton of damage to it. Obviously, it still looks kind of okay, and it's just like still screaming around, looking like a fucking elemental freak. You do significantly hit it though for it being fire on water. Absolutely.
You can turn to steam. It's fine.
Yep.
Turn to do a steam elemental.
Yeah, fuck.
That having been done against it, it is going to rise up above you, Nico, and it is, I know it's a ways away, and it doesn't quite, it realizes that it can't leave its pool, right? It has to be part of that water, but it does see that Jin is right there, and is going to try to attack Jin twice. So a 20 and a 19.
They're both his.
Okay, so then you're gonna have to do a DC 13 check. Let's do a Dex.
I do have a reaction to half the damage on one of the attacks.
Cool. Straight Dex.
That fails.
Cool. All right, so you are now. It reaches out this weird water tentacle from its own body, and it grabs you with one of them, and it grabs you with the other as well, and you are completely grappled by it, and you are going to take 18 damage.
All right, cool.
And you are now completely constricted, and you can feel it start to pull you downward, going. And also around this time, Nico, Jin, you look down at it as it's starting to do that, and you see its face, like what could be called the face of like water. You know, it does sort of make a humanoid sort of face with the contours of the tiny waves. It starts to split into 2. And it looks like there are 2 faces on each side of its head. Like, what would you call its head or whatever? Yeah.
Everything is a demigorgon down here.
Everything is demigorgon.
Gracklestone.
Dro, your turn.
Dracklestone's fine. Then I will just back up 40 feet and take 2 shots at the main baddie. Is
Water
it-
weird?
Yes.
Go for it.
Is it? It's fucking on top of Jin, right?
Yeah, but it has them by, like, you are in danger of hitting Jin at all.
Okay. But they're for all intents and purposes within 5 feet of Jin.
You try to get that sneak attack?
I'm trying to get
Of
that
course.
sneak
You try to get that
attack.
sneak attack?
Yeah, of course.
Unfortunately, their reach is 10 feet.
Okay, fuck. Okay, first attack, and I get a second attack because of Dread Ambush. Or the first one is going to be a 19 to hit.
Hits.
Second one is going to be a dirty 20.
Ooh. Hits.
13 damage total. And then I would use my bonus action to attempt to hide.
Are you attacking with a magic weapon right now?
I'm not. I'm using the bowstring
Not a magic.
while attacking.
Just a good bowstring.
Right.
Right. So you can tell the arrows piss it off, but they just go straight through it. But it doesn't like it. How much damage you do?
It was 18 total.
Mm-hmm. So you did 9. Cool. Jim Jar's up next. He's gonna do the same thing. He's gonna attack with some with a crossbow. He's gonna be like, this is pretty fucking par for the course for hanging out with you guys. He pull out his crossbow. He's gonna shoot the water weird because that's about all he can see right there. And he is going to attack, and he rolls a 10, and that sucks. And he's going to retreat back where he was. And it is now the Ixichatls. God damn it. Ixichatl. And there we go. Ixichatl. Their turns. And they are going to shoot out of the water at blinding speed. And there's only one person they can reach. And I'm sorry, Jin, but it is you. You're going to be attacked 3 times in a row.
Hell yeah.
Cool.
I can't be good.
And they are coming quick towards you. They are attacking with a bite attack. I'm going to roll 3 times. All right, you get hit twice. You lucky motherfucker. So there are now 3 Ixichatl, whatever they're called, flopping around you, like on the ground. 2 of them got a bite on you. Okay? So 1 does 5, 1 does 6 damage, so you're 11 more damage your way. They're flopping around, just fish out of water. Weird, horrible, vampiric-looking fucking manta rays just flopping on the ground as the water weird holds you within its clutches. And it is now Rostos' turn.
Pull out Flammenthung, and I will bonus action rage as I yell up or sort of start spouting some steam out of my nostrils, and
Does a choo-choo train sound go on when you rage?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
How can I get 40? I can move up 40 feet.
Yeah.
You can get within range of it.
Can you reckless attack on the same turn?
Yeah.
Yeah, you
Always.
rage.
Reckless attack always.
Oh yeah, let's do that. That is a 21 to hit,
Hits?
or 22 to hit.
You're attacking the Ixichatl?
Yes.
This one right there.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And then for damage, I deal crit damage, 17.
Okay, you fucking wipe it out. Describe your kill.
I do a one-handed, spin the axe into my other hand, and then I come down, slicing this demonic manta ray, hopefully through the head, like killing a crab before you make a sandwich.
Do you know
with
what
it.
manta ray looks like?
Yeah. A stingray? It's not a crustacean.
Well, like they chop off just the front part.
Its face is on
of
the bottom of
soft-shell
its
crab.
body.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
The face is literally on the bottom of its body.
Then I chop it in half.
There we go. Yeah, let's just go with that. Good lord. Okay, good job, Rostos. Top of the order, Jin. You are
What?
grappled
I
right
have a
now.
second attack.
Oh, go ahead. I'm so sorry.
How many feet did I move up there, though?
The other one's in range.
You are.
Oh.
You are within another range of another.
Then let's just do it.
Ixichatl.
You can only reckless for the first one, right?
No, you
Reckless
you have to do it.
always.
Yeah, Crest literally just told you can reckless every time.
That's a 18 to
That
hit.
hits it.
That is a 10 plus 2 damage, or rage damage is what, plus 3?
So 24.
So 12, I think 12 damage.
12 damage. Okay, this one is fucked up. You come down with the axe. Maybe you cut off like one of its little I don't know. I'm gonna call them a wing because I know what a manta ray looks like and you don't. You cut off like one of its like larger fins, but it's still there. It is still flopping around. It's kind of doing the Magikarp thing, Magikarp thing, but like.
Hopefully I smack it out of the air for a bit, and then I look at it. I'm like,
Well, it was already flopping on the ground.
oh,
But yeah, you do 12 damage. It's still there, but it is significantly fucked up. And we'll go back top of the order. Jin, you are currently restrained by the water weird
I am
that is trying to pull you downward, and you were attacked by the Ixichatl.
Jin looks horrible. Jin will thumb down through her things and pull out a potion of water breathing and immediately put it to her mouth and drink it.
So I'm gonna have you roll a sleight of hand to see if you can manage to get through your shit while you're grappled by.
Did I just kill it? 17.
Cool. Yeah, you're able to somehow wiggle through and get
17,
your
sorry.
shit and kind of put it up to your mouth and drink it despite the fact that you're being wrapped by watery tendrils right now.
Gross. I'm good. I can't do anything else.
Cool. Nico.
All right. having backed away and now Jin is in trouble, I will. Nico kind of raises up their quill and writes like in almost a bizzle into the air. Whatever a bizzle is, it's kind of scribbles. It looks kind of weird.
No.
Scribissel.
Yes. And I'll cast slow on both the manta rays and the water. So that's a wisdom save.
Yeah, so on the water weird and the
And both
Exotic
the two exotic jewels.
Yeah, for sure. Cool. So you do that, and let's see what their wisdom does. Cool. What was the save?
15.
I failed on all of them.
All right, so they have their speed is halved. They take a -2 penalty to AC and Dex saving throws, and they can't use reactions.
Cool. Can you post that in the chat just so I can see it? And they're gonna go.
Then I'll also move back, 30 more feet.
And they are slowed down. They look like they are moving in sort of the $6 Million Man style movement. Yeah, exactly.
Yep.
Exactly. Very good. Yeah, so I still have... so the water weird still has its watery tendrils around Jin, and Jin managed to drink a potion of water breathing.
Hell yeah,
You
Jin.
feel the gills kind of pop around your neck, as it did last time that you did this. And they're just going to try to pull you down. It's going to try to constrict you even further, though, as it takes you down. Okay, so it is going to make an attack against you.
You have advantage.
Also, it can't make more than one attack, too.
Right, so one attack with advantage. 19 hits.
Yeah, don't worry about the damage. I'm unconscious.
10 takes you down. You're unconscious, but is starting to take you down. But slow motion this time. So I'm gonna say they have to be about 30 feet in the air because they kind of came up on that torrent of water, and that's about how high up the thing is. So they are pulling you downwards 30 feet into the water right now. So we'll say you're about 20 feet above the water. Okay. Dro.
I see Jin go down. I'll run towards the water weird 30 feet, pull back my bow, think about shooting or dashing to get close. And I will dash to the edge of the water. Bonus action dash.
So to the edge of the natural bridge across the water.
No, where Jin was attacked initially.
Gotcha. So right that.
And
Right hither.
so that's my movement and my bonus action and I will hold my action to try to aim up timing that if Jin ever crosses my path, I will cast Cure Wounds.
Oh, okay, cool. So the second that you'll see Jin, then you will cast Cure Wounds.
But I have to be able to touch
Yep.
her. So
Yep.
if I can't, the spell's gone.
Understood. Just remind me of that if it happens.
And
Totally.
I don't know if I ran through any of the Exco Joels to get hit, but that'll end my turn.
They are on land and they are water animals and they're real shit on attacking at land, but they are insane right now.
I just want to say that he pronounced it excajoles.
Oh no, I think we all understood
Okay.
that. I think that was an understood
That's what it's
thing.
called,
My
right?
head hurts.
Jim Jar's gonna walk forward, pull a crossbow. He's like, Jin, you're the only one of this group I actually enjoy hanging out with. The rest of you all are shit. The rest of you all are idiots. Kind of like conceited, some of you. Okay, I think my 6 seconds are running out. He's gonna shoot. He's going to attack. Ooh, he hits. He hits the water weird. For 7 damage. Which is not going to be enough to save Jen immediately. But he tried. It is now the Ixtazatzel's turn. So there's only 2 of them left. And one is going to attack Dro, and one is going to attack Rostos. However, remember, these are like manta rays, like stingrays flopping around on the ground. So they get fucking massive disadvantage. Because they are just fucking creatures that do not deserve to be on land or should not be at land.
Couple
on
2-tree floppy boys.
Couple 2-tree floppy boys over here. We're gonna roll some rolls and Joel some Joels. Okay, one of them does hit for a 16 to Rostos. Does that hit you?
Good God.
That is my AC right now.
Okay, the other one is 10 to Dro. I'm sure that doesn't hit.
Miss.
Okay, so 16 to Rostos. He hits you for a 2 damage.
So that's 1.
He's bloody.
Oh, but don't they also get advantage on you because you reckless attacked?
Yeah.
Yes.
That's correct.
Fuck it, whatever. We're good. We'll move along. It is now Rostos' turn.
I guess the one that just hit me, I will bonus action now turn on my axe.
Nice. So it comes out live, and it's just you hear in your voice. Finally, you've brought me back to existence. Wait. Let me think of a better line than that.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
I brought you back to life. And as Evanescence starts playing, I represent.
Wake me up inside.
18,
Save me.
18 to hit.
Oh, yeah,
Water
yeah.
weird.
With your fire damage, dude, you're gonna fuck this thing up. Do you just want to describe the kill?
I twirl, I spin around and smack it into the ground with my axe, and then lift it up, and we'll look towards the water weird. Hopefully, that's holding home slice, and kind of go attack that then too.
You'll have to move forward and do that. You used your You could go forward and attack the water weird. You're reaching out a little bit, but like
an
the grapple.
appendage or arm.
Yeah, they're going a little bit downward. They're further down, so you'll be reaching downward and attacking the top of it. So yeah, you could do it.
Okay. A crit 20.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh, okay.
That was on camera too. But yes, crit 20.
That actually misses.
Shit.
Check out @TJ at onlyfans.com.
Yeah. No, you're good. Roll for damage.
27, 29 damage.
The interesting thing
Oh,
is you're gonna
wait,
have to half that because of
Plus,
fire, and then also because it is magical.
It's 32 damage.
Oh shit. Okay. Even if
Only,
you
no, it's only 3 of it is fire damage.
The axe is magical, so it does hit for more.
Oh.
So you do actually right here, you hit the top part of the skull of the water weird as it's pulling Jin down, and describe your kill with the water weird.
Oh, booyah.
Can I like cut the arm off, and as it slams in the ground, I flex, and the Flammenthonga like almost pulses, and fire shoots out of it towards the water weird. And
Yeah. You hold it towards it, and then like the extra fire damage just comes from a pulse from Flammenzunga, and the arms kind of fall off, and Jin, you do fall down into the water unconsciously. They're a little bit further down than you could reach Dro, unfortunately.
It's a death save?
However, you do have gills on, and you're still not dead, so you're still breathing, but you are in that water right now.
But do I take a death save from fall damage?
You're falling into water, and only from like 10
That's
feet.
all right.
10, 20
Yeah.
feet.
Crazy fucking
Just a
belly flop. You
splash.
don't fucking take damage from belly flopping.
Not unless you're way higher up.
you
You're fine.
do.
You can
It
die
hurts.
from. You can die. You jump off the Golden Gate Bridge, you die.
No, you
Yeah, you're not belly flopping off the Golden Gate Bridge and falling
no,
10
you,
feet.
you won't
into
take
the
that, but you
water.
are in the water,
Yeah,
and you
it's
are
like a
sinking
diving
down. Ixtazachitl is going to jump back in the water and swim away. It is fucking terrified. And for all intents and purposes, we are out of battle. So right now the scene is Jin unconsciously floating down like a feather into the water. Jin, I know you're unconscious, but like, what is Jin's unconsciousness thinking right now? Like, what is going through Jin? Kind of like when you have a dream after a bad day, or a dream after, or you know, like a dream that you might not even like prefer to have. What is Jin thinking of?
If it's just complete blackness in Jin's mind, it's like an abyss, and Jin's floating there.
The abyss.
Jolbis.
It's a Jolbis, but like a complete blackness surrounding a little image of Jin just floating, and then you just hear, we protected Nico, we were very brave, yes, we did all these things, yes, we did, we'll be fine, yeah.
As you say this, there are three or four more Jins showing up and talking to Jin as well. It's almost like as if you have your own team around you. 3 or 4 different djinns, slightly different haircuts, and they're all kind of talking to themselves.
Yeah, no. Yes, Jin is the best. Is number one Jin. We did the things. We did it good. Oh yes, but we should have calmed down. Shut up, Jin. It's Juniper's back. Juniper's back in town again, and it's just all these things. Like it becomes a cacophony of Jins.
Yeah, there's all these. Yeah, perfectly said. There's a cacophony of djinns and junipers, sort of arguing, but like that, right there. Roll a Constitution saving throw.
17.
17. So, Jin, just the amount of voices and identities in your head as you're sinking down and you're proud. Oh, we did the right thing. We protected Nico. You come back to, like, consciousness. You're at, like, 1 hit point and you're conscious again. And you're underwater, but you're not scared. You have gills, you can breathe. And maybe for a while, I don't know if I'm assuming too much, but there's a certain serenity. There's no noise. There's no silence. There's a nice sort of, when you put your ears underneath water, just sort of like that, like underwater sound.
Like the stuff I go to sleep to.
And all your voices are not arguing. They're kind of together with each other. And you can swim to the top, but you also are just floating perfectly fine. I mean, fucked up, but not dead.
You also hear a huge splash because Nico jumps off the top.
Your serenity is interrupted by Nico, the frail Wanty jumping in from above. And you see a scaled hand coming towards you.
Jin just reaches out towards it. Just a nice long reach.
I try to pull by motion. You have to
do
it
you
yourself.
fail. Don't even roll. You fail.
A motion you have to do it yourself. I'm just making sure you're alive.
Yeah, you fail. But Jin,
I jumped off into the. I just jumped right in.
But Jin, you feel the pull and you give them some kicks to help them out because Nico, there's no way.
I just start sliding under the water as I grab.
Yeah, there's no way you're swimming for it. And yeah, you all crest the water and you come up above.
You see the outstretched hand of Dro, just the radiant energy expended with a little bit of red in the center of the palm, and the magical energy gone. The last healing spell slot he had expended without use.
Unfortunately, that is the rules.
Them's the rules.
I'm just saying.
Jin sees the
You're staying at that 1 hit point.
Jin sees the energy going and says, "Them's the rules."
And then I'll help Jin out of the water.
And as you all help them out of the water, you hear a little pitter-patter across underneath the natural bridge that you all have been fighting around. You hear just a pitter-patter going beyond you all.
Try to get eyes.
Can I try and
try to get
blast
eyes
at
on
it?
it as quick as possible.
So, Dro, you look over the other side. You have a pretty high natural perception. You see just like kind of flopping behind this small figure, 2 tentacles coming from a hat. That just go down to the northern most alley of tunnels.
30 feet.
You're up on you're still up on the bridge, right? Yeah, 30 feet down.
And where is he in relation to if I were to drop down?
Well, he'd be past you already, but like you could catch up if you wanted to, I suppose.
Just drop 30 feet.
Yeah, you drop 30 feet. I guess make an acrobatics saving throw.
Oh, fuck. Acrobatic saving throw?
Yeah, I think so, right?
So
Dex
Dex
saving
saving
throw?
throw?
Yeah, I'm sorry.
18 total.
Yeah, cool. You save, you're fucking fine. Yeah, you're right there. And you can see, again, Kratz is using my dice that I blacked out completely, so it's really hard to fucking see what the roll is.
Gloomstalker, Ranger, Drow,
So
he's got it
dope.
where I have black on black
So
dice.
fucking cool. I don't care. Being an edgelord is cool. Everyone sucks except for me and Kratz. Yeah,
I quit.
Yeah,
I quit.
Yeah,
The collar
Kratz, you
on
find
Kratz's coat
the
is
sword of
over his
golden
head.
light, and you are now God. No, you do feel the pitter patter goes further up that, and you hear a little click that you've heard before, and then just, and it is gone, but you're back on the trail. And the rest of you are on the top. Dro, you're down at the bottom, below the natural bridge, and Jin and Nico, you are pulled aside, and you see Rumpadump and Stool on the side there, and Jim Jar is over talking to Rostos, and he's gonna say to Rostos like, "Hey man, all right, I know you don't like short people, like I know you don't like Fargus. I'm pretty sure you don't like me, but like, dude, I would bet so much money on you to kill like most things. Like, I could be your manager. Like, okay, I know I came a little strong there. How about I become your manager?"
I look at him and I'm like,
What makes you think I hate short things?
You kind of yelled at Fargus a lot. You kind of yelled at me a lot.
I tried helping you. I hate Farkas for he sings in my ears the inane songs that I hate.
Right,
He
okay,
led
so-
us to the terrible dungeon that hungry Howie went dying
Well, his
in.
name is Howlin' Howie, so it's
Hungry
weird that you
Howie.
forgot your friend's name.
Hungry. He's always hungry.
He was so hungry.
He was so hungry. You're right. That
To
was
howl.
a very, very, very unforgettable fact about Howie, how hungry he was. Go on.
Devourer of
Well,
worlds.
It's mostly I just hated him so much for the pain he brought.
Okay,
He's
okay.
a liar.
All right. Like, I didn't come over here to talk shit on Fargus.
Well, you said I hate tiny things because of how I treat him.
All right. Well, let's back up. Let's start over. My name's Jim Jar. I would like to be your manager.
What does that entail?
That means I'm gonna bet a fuck ton of money on you to fuck things up, cause you kill shit and you kill shit good.
I don't know what about the one throwing the psychic blades. They're more deadly than I am.
I mean, I like Jen,
I mean, what
but
do I...
I'm saying you throw Jen against like I don't know what's the scariest thing you've ever seen. You throw.
Demogorgon.
Well, right, that, okay, otherworldly, fucking, undescribable beings that immediately cause your brain to crack aside. I'm saying, if there's a big-ass snake in front of me, I'm taking you over Jen, who throws psychic daggers.
I don't know. I saw big red snakes recently. Lizard thing, dragon. It was quite scary. But does anything come out of my pocket for this, or am I good?
No, I'm just asking you, I'm trying to say, I'm gonna bet on you big time.
That's
right?
fine. You do what you want.
Right. But I'm saying, if you succeed, we succeed. You know what I mean? You can make some fucking money down here, man.
Yes, it's just like the gladiator.
It's just, literally, just like the gladiator thing.
Oh, okay. I have nothing against this.
So we have a deal. He's gonna reach out his hand to you.
What am I signing over?
I'm your manager. TJ, have you ever seen like the Hercules, the Disney movie?
Yeah.
He's just Danny DeVito right now to you.
I look at him up and down. I give up.
Well, it doesn't take very hard. He's like
Oh,
fucking
yeah.
2 foot.
Flick of the eyeballs.
And then I hold out my big hand and hopefully take his whole arm in the handshake.
Totally. You do that, and as you do that, with his other hand, he pulls out a white towel and throws it over his neck, and he's like, all right, let's go. Me and you are going to make some fucking money down here. I know things have been weird, and we're going to get out of this weird tunnel soon, but we're going to make some money after that, you know what I mean?
Sure, whatever.
All right.
When he said a giant snake attacks, you look over and Nico's literally pouring water, like squeezing water out of their robes onto the mushrooms. And they're just kind of like standing up like, yeah.
Yeah. The mushrooms are taking in, except they're waiting for you to put it on the floor, and they just step on it for a while, and they just sit there and kind of absorb from the bottom. Dro, you do have a bead on a certain Darrow running away.
I will just fight the instinct to go by myself and just wait, and hopefully the others will eventually make their way, but just try to slowly keep an eye on the tracks and make some mental notes so it's easier a little bit to follow, but I'll wait for the rest of the group.
Sure. So you're waiting right there. You can see with your superior dark vision further down there that there's actually only one way to go for a while. So you'll wait right there and plan your attack. The rest of you, Jin and Nico, you are having a moment of affection probably, or respect. I'm not really sure. I'm not trying to force a relationship on y'all. But yeah, you have pulled Jin out, and the mushrooms are drinking from your water. And yeah, you all are down by the pool, not far from the bottom of the natural bridge, whereas Rostos and Jim Jar are up top.
Well, that was fun.
That was very strange. I like that you tried to get me out of the water and then you were a little bit too weak to do it.
I grew up in a desert, so I'm not really used to swimming.
It's not that hard. I'll teach you sometime.
That'd be nice.
Rostos, get your ass down here.
I guess I start walking down.
Get your ass to bars.
Yeah, so Jim Jar and Rostos come down. Everyone's down at the bottom, and you all regroup with Dro over yonder.
It's like I said, we've been on him this whole time. He's that way. Only one way for a while.
Let's go left.
How you feeling, Jin?
I feel like shit, but I would like to echo that Rostos said, let's go left, and there is really no left right here. It's just more of a straight path in a cave with red phase on, and I am wet, and I do not feel so good.
I tried to help, but I don't have any more in me. Can't help.
I feel like you've helped a lot, Dro. You tracked down this this Drogi fellow. Jim Jar's right here next to me. I'm sorry,
My name's
Jar.
Jim Jar.
I'm sorry about that, Jim
I thought
Jar.
we were friends.
I just recovered from almost drowning.
You're chasing a Darrow, not a Sperfneblin.
Yes.
It's kind of fucked up.
I apologize.
I mean, it's fine, I guess.
I mean, you're my friend, so I
No, I'm not the
apologize.
spitting image of morality anyway, so I understand.
Yeah, I mean, I tried to stab you in the back once.
I'm sure I've said worse to you before. And, if I haven't, I'm sure I will.
Yeah, well, Dro, you should probably lead us on. I apologize again, Jim Jar.
All right, everyone.
Sorry.
All right, moving forward. Eyes up. Weapons drawn, ready to go.
Cool. You go forward. The pitter patter is gone because you kind of waited around for a minute. And as you all go forward, let's just get a quick D20 roll from Dro since he's heading it up.
Oh.
8.
Okay, cool. The tunnel is silent as you go forward. And as you go forward, you all have been exploring these tunnels enough to where you're starting to be able to notice the differentiations here and there. So I'm not going to make you roll any sort of investigation check or anything because you notice very quickly there are to your right and left after you march forward for not long, 5 minutes maybe, down these tunnels that seem to be winding in different directions, all looking similar, that there are 2 smaller sized holes, toddler sized holes, you might say, to the left and to the right, that you could equate to the ones that you traveled down before when you all ate those mushrooms.
Rostos, come on now. You can't fart like that.
Rastos, why'd you do that?
I saw a duck.
To be quiet.
What's a duck?
A creature quacks like that.
Quiet. We have 3 blue caps if we want to go down these holes.
The path also does continue forward. I'm sorry, it does continue on.
I think Droki kept going this way, but
No, it might be deadly down there.
Do you
And
want to
then
go
we're
left?
stuck down there.
Do you want to go left again?
that's a left turn.
Left will be down a very tiny hole once again.
Let's follow Joki, yes.
Let's follow Drogi.
All right,
Led us here.
all right. Radio silence.
To be fair, you don't know. You know that Droki ran forward from where you're at. You aren't sure which way he went down. There are 3 paths to go down.
I don't have his hunter's mark. I'm not like on him.
When Dro says radio silent, I will try to establish a telepathic link with my party members. which I have to roll for. I got the 6, which means my dice goes down, and then I can talk to. They can't talk to each other, but I can talk in all their heads, and they
Sweet.
can talk to me.
Perfect.
Sick. Are we aware of the connection once it's made, or only once you make first contact?
I will just go poop poop pee pee make little what are they? What's the fucking thing? The Morse
Yeah,
code
what they
sounds.
say is poo poo and pee pee is what they do when they establish
That's how you read Morse
connection.
code.
That's how I read Morse code. That's canon.
Yeah.
Dro just getting wide eyes and thinks that's so cool. Looks at Jin. We go down the rabbit hole.
Whichever way you think Drogi went is where we should go.
I'll take an extra moment and try to do what I've been doing and just examine the ground tracks, floor around, and it's probably a long shot, but just seeing if any of the telltale signs of somebody with a very expeditious like retreat or somebody moving quickly, if they would have any marks on the ground. If I see it moving continually west, I'll just take a moment to check.
Any like footprints with a slide behind them, looking for those.
Exactly.
All right, yeah. You can see with your previous rolls that the tracks go to the west.
Droki's still this way.
Let's go.
The rabbit hole's just a detour.
I sigh and keep pushing forward to west.
Although I should say there is no sign of Joki himself. The tracks do go in that direction.
It's fine.
Okay. You all head further down to the west. It winds southward a little bit. You're growing kind of oddly used to these wind-strewn tunnels that are smoother again than all the other rock that you've seen in the rest of the Underdark thus far. And you come upon a opening to your left, which would be directly southward. That seems to be right there, although I will say that you can tell the tracks do go straight.
Just take a peek inside.
Go ahead.
I can't see in the dark that well. Maybe it gets dark in there.
I'll just head 15 paces down the south and take a superior dark vision glance around.
Cool.
Superior.
Yeah, with your stealth, I'm sure you can do that. You look in there, and you can see that it is a sort of more well-designed area. For the first time in a while, you see actual constructions that are in this area. You see cages, and you see some tables set up, and you see that there are a couple different Darrow hanging out there, and there are some bears in cages, and they are simultaneously administering serum via needles to these bears, and also doing some sort of ritual around them, like praying. There's a couple of them down there, probably about 3 or 4 Darrow.
3 or 4 Darrow.
And there's also a bunch of mushrooms on the backside, like another thicket on the far south side.
Potentially living, like the alleyway that we lit up, where there might be myconids in there, there might not. Or the mushrooms.
They don't, you can't tell if they would be myconid people right now, but you could just tell there's more mushrooms.
And are all the bears caged currently?
Mm-hmm. And they're like, you can see one of them injecting something into the bear. And the bear's kind of taking it willingly, and that's what they're also casting a ritual on.
I'll just
chanting.
I'll just clock this situation, where the enemies are, where the bears are, where the cages are, where the Darrow are, and then back out slowly. Get back to the group and say, 4 Darrow with animals in cages. There's another row of mushrooms. Might be people, might not be. I think this is where we start how we're gonna deal with the rest of these tunnels. We go in, we fucking eliminate these Darrow as quickly as possible and figure out what they are doing with these beasts. Maybe we can use them to our advantage.
Why do we eliminate them? Let's take them prisoners.
For what end?
Find out what they're doing with them.
Alright, we'll save the last one for you then.
Or
Happy?
we just skip these fools and keep following the one that we're following.
Those beasts, they were injecting them with something. They were chanting. It was... Everything's weird down here. I know that already. Sorry. Everything's weird down here. I know that already, but
Their alarm system's going off.
we're busted.
Run.
Everything is weird down here.
It's not canon. That didn't happen.
I don't care. You guys pick.
I want to take him fucking out right now.
As I pull my axe out.
All right, one
Then
for
I'll
killing.
I'll stop and look at Jin. And Jin, how do you look?
Jin looks like shit. Still a little bit wet.
Like a baked dog turd on the sidewalk.
yeah. Actually, like a wet, like wet still.
Yeah, you're right.
All right,
And
we did
Just
this.
kind of
Tro's
downtrodden.
eyes will
We
go
talked
from-
about it.
from
Let's
Jin.
do this. Rastostagul.